Hello, and welcome. Thank you for joining us for session three of Return to Rayleigh, a die RPG actual play on the Happy Jacks RPG network. To find all sessions of this game, please visit happyjacks.org/return to Rayleigh. And to find all shows on the Happy Jacks network, please visit happyjacks.org. I am Lloyd, your GM for today, and I'm joined by four of my players who are now once again going to go through some horrible, painful nonsense like they normally do, starting with Jason.
Yes. Hello, I'm Jason, and I'm playing Tanner, a very nice and well adjusted young man who's blown up the best relationship in his life that that's just what happens. So um that's where we are. I'm playing Tanner. He's a small town strip mall lawyer, and is in the fantasy world the godbinder who makes deals with gods and maybe wants to modify some of those deals.
Following up with Noir.
Oh, hello everybody. I'm Noir. I go by Hive. Today I'm playing Nathan Freeman, who is the dictator and the worst. He also goes by he him.
Next up is Sam.
Hi, I'm Sam DeLev, role-playing performer, variety streamer, and science communicator, and today I will be communicating a minimum of science as Tristan, the fool.
And finally, Vixie.
Hey everybody, my name is Vixie. I'm your friendly neighborhood player here at the Happy Jacks table, and I will be playing Miranda, who is the emotion knight and has seen some shit and somehow managed to work through a lot of that shit. Yay!
Due to the personal nature of the game, we'll be using the X card, lines and veils, hands, always, and the open door policy. But for now, we are going to start with Miranda. Miranda, you have the floor. Who would you like to call?
I think Miranda is going to be calling Tristan for this. I think she's calling on her way to the gym.
All right, take it away.
So she calls and is waiting for Tristan to pick up. It's doing that wonderful little ring noise.
Sup? I'm gonna be like 5 late. My spoke popped. I am swapping it out real quick. What's up?
Oh, okay, no worries. I really wanted to talk to you. This week has been a lot.
Hey, no, yeah, I mean, I got time. My spoke popped. Tell me about it.
I mean, I have to hop on the subway anyway, but yeah, it's well, I just I don't know. I don't think that I kind of made a big decision this week, and I'm just a little bit stressed out about it. To put it bluntly, I got into a big fight with Tanner again. I know, I know. It's been pretty constant ever since he hasn't been the same person since, you know, the Olympics and all of that.
Well, he doesn't need to be the same, but is the person he is now someone who makes you happy?
No,
Okay.
honestly, it just feels like I'm carrying him on my back, just like everybody else in my family.
And then you communicated that and it went incredibly well, and that's why we're on this call, right? Yeah.
Let's put it this way. Tanner thinks that we have kids that'll fix everything. I'm clearly just, I don't know, not seeing the relationship the same way that he does. Mm-hmm. Yeah, to put it, it's I I I haven't even told my family yet. I know that my mom and my grandmother are going to be very much in the camp of just work it out. You can power through this. Their marriages made it somehow. Mine should too. but I don't think I can.
It sounds like you know what you want to do. And you don't need my permission or anyone else's to do it.
Yeah, I know. I just, I don't know. I guess my whole life has been me listening to everyone else's advice. It's always been, you should do this and you should do that, and this is what will be best for you. And I've always had a really good sense of direction, because if I just listen to other people instead of making my own mistakes, then I won't make any mistakes, you know?
Well, but you don't need to listen to advice if you know exactly what to do. And it doesn't sound like it's a mistake. It's not mistakes in life, Miranda, it's choices.
I mean, yeah, this is a big choice, though. And
Yeah.
again, Tanner also put raisins in potato salad.
You will never forgive him for that, and I both sympathize and like I read this thing once where like it's not about the not doing the dishes, and I feel like no, it's got to just be the raisins. You're right, 100%.
He's
That
the
is intrinsically a
reason the
crime.
box of raisins has just strategically gone missing from our house.
Yeah, no witnesses. Wild.
Oh no, raisins just never seem to last very long there. Anyway, yeah, that was the big thing.
You let this be someone else's mistake, then it's also someone else's choice, girl.
Yeah, it's true, but like I don't know. I worry because of how messy this could all be. I'm just wondering, I'm gonna need a good lawyer to get me out of this. You know?
Yeah. Dang, I guess, yeah. That's a lot of logistics I don't know anything about.
It's true. And you know what? Maybe I'll reach out to Nathan. He might know someone that can help me out. I mean, he's not the best guy, right? But he's got connections.
You know, this thing is about following your instincts. I think you should do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Just when you go quiet like that, it really worries me. It makes me feel like maybe.
No, I just remember I'm in the middle of the chair
Right.
repair. Yeah,
Right.
no.
Okay. All right. I mean, look, he's the only person I know that might know somebody. And yeah, I want a clean break. I think I'm just tired. I'm tired of having to manage everyone else's expectations and ignore all of the things that I want to do. I did
What do you
something
want?
else too.
Yeah?
Well, I mean, a lot of girls will cut their hair or change their style or something. Kind of like, how Princess Diana showed up in that really awesome dress.
Yo, that worked for her though. It worked so good.
You know what? But yeah, like she was amazing. I'm not that much of a show person, but I did put my illustration portfolio online.
Oh, I'm so proud of you, Miranda. That's so good. Not that I wouldn't also love the hair, but getting your portfolio out there is just awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a really big step for me. I know that's something else that I think my mom would probably have a coronary if she knew I was trying to get into the arts.
Yeah, well, guess what? You're an entire adult. You can do that.
Yeah. And hey, I already have her recipes anyway. So I'm just saying, I mean, part of the requirement was to be married, and now I can just take the goods and run.
You got it. You got it. You got this.
Yeah, I hope so.
You're
hope so.
strong, and I'm not just talking about your deadlift.
Well, thanks. I mean, it's funny. I don't think Tanner ever noticed that, but
How could you not notice that squat form? That's criminal.
I mean, I never missed leg day, and it wasn't appreciated. But that's the kind
Well,
of stuff I mean. I really think maybe I don't know. I start to wonder if I ever loved him in the first place. There's just been so much in the past in the years that we've been married, you know?
sounds like there's a lot of reasons you're making the choice you're making for yourself.
I guess there is meaning when they say irreconcilable differences, huh?
My goodness, it's like it's in the legal stuff for a reason.
Yeah, I might have Googled a couple things just in case.
Has there ever been anything in this world you have not prepared for?
Well, no. I like being prepared helps my anxiety, okay?
Well, it's working out for you.
Yeah.
You're doing okay.
Anyway, I
This
think
is
we should
okay.
maybe do the punching bag today. I have a little bit of aggression I probably should deal with, right?
You know what? All right, good. As long as we do it before we hit triceps, or I will have absolutely nothing in the tank.
Triceps are the worst. But listen, it could always be burpees. Those are my absolute kryptonite.
Do or do not. There is no try. Sad.
Okay,
All right,
Yoda.
I'll see you over there.
Yep, see you soon.
All
Bye.
right. Bye. The wheel was fine.
They
All
were-
right. So with that done, Miranda,
Yeah.
it has been a month since the last time we saw the player characters. You've been traveling, you've been exploring the world, you've been seeing what it's like, and the few things you've picked up are very clear. The world in its own case and form is stagnated. It is almost like when you left, it is exactly the same as it was before, but it has tried to stay exactly the same as before. So a lot of things inside it, the stuff that you did have just sort of like stayed where they are, and the changes you've made haven't really gone through. There is no war currently going on between any of the forces involved. But the fact that there is no war, there's this uneven truce between the wizards and the sorcerers, and no one really knows how it's going to turn out, and no one has known how it's going to turn out for the last 1,000 years. That aside, we cut back to you for while you're in the middle of a fight.
Oh.
3 things we need to know for the fight. 1, why are you trying to escape the area that you're currently in? 2, what is this monstrosity that is stopping you from escaping from this area that you're in? And more importantly, 3, what did you have to leave behind to ensure you had a chance to escape? Just a heads up, if you find it to be way too much in one go, you can pass it on. The others can give it suggestions as well.
You're asking me this, right? I was like, who are we talking to? Me? Just making sure, because I'm like assuming
Yes,
it's at
true.
the table, so I'm like waiting for other people to jump in. All right, so to repeat that for me one more time. Because I
You are
remember.
currently in a fight.
Okay, I know that.
Mhm.
What?
You
It was
need to tell me why you need to leave where you are immediately. What is the thing that is stopping you from leaving?
Mhm.
And what have you had to leave behind to ensure you can escape?
I think as far as leaving something behind, we definitely left something that we needed to survive behind. Maybe it's rations or some like a sleeping bag or a knapsack full of stuff that we needed. Something along those lines. Just by virtue of maybe weight, like we were trying to like make a break for it, and there was just no way to move fast with the additional weight of everything. What we're fighting. This is a classic game, so I imagine that this is not a dragon, but a worm of some kind. which a worm has 2 wings and just legs. No, 2 legs, I believe. If I remember my dragonology book. Anyway, and then the first question was, can you remind me of the first one?
What's called why you need to escape.
We need to. Oh, I think I'm going to throw that one to the table. Why do we need to get away from this worm?
I know this is a cheap thing to put out there, but Nathan, what did you do?
Wow. Wow. I may have I'm really determined to kill these guys. And I think the god of stagnation, there's a vulnerability that they have, but it is timed. So we don't have time for this. We've got to get to a particular location that will grant us access to something that can kill the god of stagnation. And I think this word was sent to kind of slow us down or stop us. Motherfuckers.
Is everyone all right with that?
I think, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I mean, not in the sense of we're all just out here following Nathan's lead, but in the sense of I narratively agree to this. Absolutely.
With that in mind, next, Miranda, would you like to frame the scene, or would you like me to frame the scene?
I think that having you frame the scene would be better.
All right. We have a lovely little shots of like the world of Rayleigh one more time from the sky, and we see that we cut away from the forest of shadow and ice, and we go down underground into these worm tunnels, these tunnels that are constantly moving with things going in between them constantly. We cut on up to what looks like a pillar sitting with a small beam of light directly over it onto a circlet. One of those really cool things you wear that has like a funky thing at the top like that. Yeah, like that. A circlet just floating in the air, just sort of minding its own business. But when we cut through, we see there are various tunnels, like arm's length wide tunnels that are running throughout this area like a maze. And inside the tunnel, we see this great worm that is slithering through multiple areas back and forth, left and right. In the center of these tunnels are the 4 of you. This worm fills out the entire area of the tunnel. So if you're in its way when it gets there, you're going to get chomped. But also, its body blocks every path you try to take. That's where we start. Go.
Any ideas, Nathan?
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, sure. I have ideas. I have ideas. Um, are we all okay with me trying to implement my ideas, or are we gonna feel bad for the worm when I try and kill it? Just checking.
Look, if you got something, just go with it, man.
You're a goddamn dragon. Aren't you pissed off that someone's got you here working as a lackey? And that's gonna be my performance.
Stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
You attempted earlier to get the worm to listen to you, to understand you. The worm is not listening. Your power of dictatorship does not seem to work for the worm because you cannot get to its focus. Currently, you are seeing its tail, you are seeing its abs, you are seeing its like little like skin. You haven't seen the head to face. Until you face it head on, you cannot tell it what to do to help it out. If you want to try and do it, you can try and wait till it's literally right there, then go for it. That shouldn't be too hard though, right? You can handle that, right, Nathan?
Here's the play. Tanner, I need you to put some sort of difficult terrain in front of me. If anything gets in front of me, I need it slowed down right away.
Okay.
Miranda, the second something gets into that difficult terrain, I need you to pin it.
Okay. No problem.
Tristan, I don't know, man. Like, just piss the dragon off. Piss the dragon off like the dragon's name was Nathan.
Hey. Advice I'll take. And they're gone.
Yep. That ought to do it. Dragon, you piece of shit! Get down there!
All right. Noir, give
Yes.
me what's the role I want you to make for this? I think it's an intelligence. Give me an intelligence roll to find a good location for this to work in that isn't a corner, has enough room for you to act, and you're able to stop the worm.
Okie dokie. Intelligence check. I am. That works out for me. That's where okay. Yeah. Threes aren't successes, are they?
Threes are not successes.
Okay, then that means I got one success.
One success is still more than you need from 2 dice. I'll take it. You find the location, it's perfect, it's in the right area. If there's a bit of running between the four of you trying to get to the right place while Tristan does what they need to do. You've got a location, you just need to get it to face you. Miranda, you need to Tanner, you need to do something to slow it down. What are you going to do?
We're underground, right? Yeah, tunnels and all
Yes.
that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
So I'm going to call on Karen to hopefully like shoot some like bones up out of the ground to get in its way that it has to like crunch through, and it's gonna like scrape at it and it's gonna slow down and have to deal with that a little bit. That's
Nice.
I'm requesting Karen intervene with a miracle.
Okay, I like the idea of it. Let's see. I think Karen is more than happy to help because she wants to see if you can get this done. She asks only that, what's she going to ask you to do? I don't know what she wants to see for this. She asks that the next prayer you make in the town you are in goes to her.
Done.
And she won't incur god debts. So the creature comes on up. It's got its teeth directly there. The spikes come out of the ground and they scratch it on the bottom. You see it like moving along. It breaks, but it cries and it slows down. Miranda, can you stop it from moving?
Yes. I'm going to make an attempt. Basically, what Miranda's going to let Tanner do his job, and then, or their job. No, him. Okay, yeah, his job, and then tries to get some height because her job is to pin the worm in place.
Mm-hmm.
So her goal is to take her trident, and do a running leg dive, and just drive it into its foot so it cannot move.
I love that. It's crazy. It's beautiful. Give me your dexterity roll. Once again,
what could go wrong, you guys? It's gonna be
believe
great.
me.
Oh, do you want that itemized?
Oh, jeez.
Alphabetized?
Alphabetized. Yes. Hold on. Let me just dex, right? I don't get anything else from
Nope,
that?
just play on dex. The difficulties are 0 for all of these.
Okay. 2, 4, 2.
All right, just enough. You leap on down and you strike in, and it stops moving. It just stops moving. Before I cut to you, Nathan, Tristan, do you want to do anything before I get to that point in case it influences Nathan's role?
My understanding was that I was enticing it on over toward the ambush. So I
traps.
think my action's a little earlier.
Oh, fair dues. I do apologize for that. That's my fault.
No, you're good.
Why
You're
don't we
good.
have you make me that enticing roll to
Okay.
try and let's see how far you can drag it towards the spot. You will succeed, but we'll see how difficult it is for Nathan's roll.
What flavor of roll was that stat-wise?
I'll either let you do a charisma to try and just intimidate it, or I'll let you do a dex for your just moving fast.
Where are we with like sapience on this worm?
Give me 1 second, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
like worms. They're cooler than dragons.
Normal size worms. I agree.
No,
I
all size.
mean-
They're good. They're baby. That we're here is
Hi,
probably
everyone.
heaven.
Give me 1 minute. I'm just going to disappear for a second. I'll
Yeah, no
be
problem.
right back.
No worries.
The end of the world.
We've got the scene leading up to this.
No,
So
but
here's-
seriously,
So here's what's going down, everybody. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
understudy GMing.
That's
No, Nathan couldn't, could he?
Hmm.
it. You know what? Nathan might actually kill you first. I feel safer somehow.
No, it's fine. I
Uh,
won't remember this.
Oh.
It's all
Oh,
good.
sorry, everyone.
Oh,
Apologize. I had a
no.
bit of a
Yeah, what's
family
up?
incident.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, we're
Yes.
just getting along. We're just,
I'm
throwing
glad.
out, palling around, all that good stuff.
I'm glad. Right. What I miss?
Nothing
Nothing,
Noir tried to
nothing.
take
Make
over
the
the
roll.
channel.
for like a hot minute.
Tried.
Snitches.
Sorry, did you make the roll?
No, I had been asking where this creature was on like the sapiens scale. Am I playing off of instinct where I might like dex to sort of evoke a chase response, or is this more like interactive with like the cognition of a being
I'll leave it
where
to
I
you.
might use charisma?
I'll leave it to you to decide.
All right. I like some instincts.
All right.
Let's give it
is.
some dex.
Beautiful. Again.
All right, there we go.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, you've let it in. It's right there. Everything is set up for you, Nathan. It's in the minute. It's actually stopped moving. You can see its teeth like opening and closing, trying to just move past it. Noir, Nathan, make your move.
All right. Here we go. Oh. That is 3 successes and a 4 on the D4.
So what does that mean?
That is 7 plus. It's supernaturally intense, likely lethal. And I think what he's gonna say and do is just walk up to the worm and go, "You don't get it, do you? You're the lackey, I'm the hero. Doesn't that just piss you off?" And I think he's trying to make it so upset that it just dies.
I'm gonna say it will become incredibly upset and it will cry out this huge, horrible, etching cry that radiates through the tunnels. And as it sits there, like it foams in the mouth in its anger, and it tries to move and shake itself to move towards you to do something, anything, and it just can't. You feel its like its breath, its breathing start to slow as it just cannot seem to get past the fact that it can't do anything in the situation until it just stops moving.
Attaboy. We got work to do. Let's move.
Miranda's like pulling her trident out. She's just a little in awe of like how scary Nathan's ability is. She just like, but she's just trying to be tough. Like it's that your eyes kind of widen as you're looking at something else because you don't want them to see how like that was how scary that was. Shakes gunk off of the trident and like shoulders it and says, "All right, coming. You don't want to take anything off of the worm?"
You can scavenge whatever you want from it. I've got work to do. There's a god that's living and it's starting to piss me off.
I'm just asking, Nathan, if you want something. Sometimes you can use parts of mythical creatures to create rituals that can kill gods. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'd have to be alive to do that. It just keeps walking.
The pillar with the circlet is still there. You see it floating in the air, just sort of minding its own business.
Does it
What?
have any markings as to being devoted to any particular deities or anything like that?
Yes, you can see there's a huge marking around it, and all of them is just repeating the name of Kak, the god of stagnation.
Oh, so this is devoted to Kak.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. All right, so this symbol here, this is Kak's sigil. I don't know if that means this is protected from him or this belongs to him or what, but this is definitely has something to do with what we're doing.
Ooh.
I think at that Nathan will stop and go, yeah, I'm not surprised. I haven't been entirely subtle about my intentions. If Francis is going to keep us stuck in this world, then I'm going to destroy every structure of power here until the only power that's left is me.
Okay. Well, I okay. So are we taking this then, or what's the plan, Nathan?
Sure, take it. I don't, it doesn't matter to me what we have, what we scavenge, the loot. We're the heroes, they're the bad guys, we win. That's just how this works.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm probably gonna need to we're gonna need the tools to defeat a god. Like I don't know what all that's gonna be, but like isn't that kind of what we're trying to do here? Is get what we need to take out Kak?
Tanner has a point, as much as I hate to admit it.
And yesterday, I'm sure you both would have said the same thing about taking out a dragon, yet here we are.
Well, yeah. So we're making progress, right? I
If you feel that it's important, the both of you, and hey, look, you're getting along. Take it, use it, rip the dragon apart, find something useful, I guess. But we're a little bit on a time crunch, so
I understand, but we're trying to help you. You made this vow to get rid of this god to this spirit. You might need materials for that. Are you trying to fight the god with your bare hands?
I'm trying to fight the god with your bare hands and my voice. I think we got all that we need between the four of us.
sorry, Vixie, can we get your mic just a little bit closer?
Sure.
Thanks.
Better? Mm-hmm. Let me adjust my mic a little bit forward. How's that?
Thanks.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Listen, we're a team. We're a good team. We just took out a dragon without much thought, and we're the heroes. So pardon me if I think that we don't need much more than teamwork. And oh, please go ahead.
Nope.
I don't know. Just little I guess it's a different sort of angle of growth from you, Nathan. I know you used to really emphasize preparation and planning for these kind of encounters, and you're kind of living a little more free, a little more spontaneous. You know what it reminds me of?
What does it remind you of, Tristan?
Uh, it's like how the final encounter went, huh? Like, Tanner really thrived on that. It's cool to see you taken from that lesson.
Oh, I remember that. Was that fight the one where there was like the fireworks stuff and the catapults and
yeah, and you had kind of come in from practice and you were just kind of vibing and feeling it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you did so well in that fight.
Yeah, I kind of remember it.
The fireworks stuff was assisted range spell casting from the wizards that I had brokered a treaty with. It was very difficult, but they were able to come at our call. The other things that you refer to were all different factions that it took quite a bit of time to one solve their problems with each other so that they would be willing to work together in order to help us in our time of need. Just little details.
Wow.
No,
But
yeah, it was really good prep. Like,
Yeah.
but I can also see you embracing the spontaneity now.
No, that's really cool. I didn't pick up on that at the time. I didn't realize, that's pretty sweet. I didn't know any of that was happening.
Well,
That's cool.
it's kind of weird, Tanner. Nathan always put a lot of time and effort into the strategy for the game. Half the time when I didn't know what to do, I would just ask Nathan.
Well, I mean, he does know the rules almost better than Francis, so like that makes sense.
almost.
Uh, I'm gonna walk up to the circlet
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna take it.
You reach out and you grab it. There's a little bit of force that you feel on it, but when you pull it off, it comes off fairly easily. And you have this weird metal thing in your hands. What is interesting though is that you can feel just from like its on its occasions, you feel like a little bit of disintegration coming off the rim of it, and so like biting on down.
Oh, like the material of it is crumbling a little bit.
Yeah, like the material's crumbling, but it's very slow. Like you can feel it crumbling in your hands. The timer has started while you have this.
Ah, okay. Okay. Um,
You were meant to be taking it to a small town not too far from here that you were given directions to by the wizard that sent you to this place, Willem. So if it's okay with you, we could cut to you leaving the dungeon and heading towards there.
yeah.
Everyone okay with that?
Yeah. that's
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to give the worm a good pat. I'm sorry. Put my forehead on the side of it.
Oh,
So for once, Tristan isn't out up ahead. They lag behind just a bit.
I
Hmm.
think Miranda would have taken some of the worm's scales.
I'll let you do that.
Uh,
Why don't you give me a wisdom check?
Oh
See what
boy.
kind of good stuff you can keep from that.
Let's go. She's just like, it's not even like a trope. It's more like it's a weird thing to
Yeah.
say, but she's trying to clear the
You
worm.
have 2 advantage.
2 advantage. Okay,
Yes.
you got it. That's double sixes. Let's go.
Okay. Tristan, I'm gonna come back to you in a minute. I feel like we get a lot more of your scene, but I want to do something with it. But I want to do something with Miranda real quick.
Mhm.
Miranda, you're moving towards the body and you're looking at it, and then you hear a definitely take the teeth.
She looks around.
Down here
Looks down.
at the trident.
Oh, you're saying take the teeth?
You should definitely take the teeth.
Oh, okay.
It's worth a fortune,
Uh,
and you can
okay.
get really high on it.
Okay. I'm not fond of desecrating dead bodies, but
Yeah, but like, listen, I know that, but like, we're here to like, get the thing. Let's get the thing. It's really important.
right, okay, you say so. And she goes over to the teeth instead of scales and grabs a couple of the teeth.
Also the tonsils.
I am not putting my face inside of
Oh, it won't be that bad. Look, I'll do it. Just lean me in and then stretch a little bit more. So that just pull me out. We got it.
She's like sticking the trident in, like.
Okay, that was a joke. Hold on, another front end. Flip it
Okay.
around.
Okay.
Thank you. Just get right into point. Did the tonsils. You got it right there. There. See, it wasn't so hard.
Alright,
You
great.
got it.
Okay.
Excellent.
Uh,
Now the tongue.
Are you insane?
Well, look, if we're here anyway.
So you just Miranda like cuts the tongue off, and she's got like teeth and tongue, and she's like, I really hope that this worm doesn't come after me in the afterlife because of your advice. I'm just saying.
Look,
This
if it does,
tongue like
we'll
the
just kill it again.
size of her body.
You've got this huge tongue in your hands. They're like, see, we have to try and prove how good we are.
Okay. All right. And she just hefts this giant tongue on her.
Fantastic. Oh, I almost forgot. Since, you all coming back and, getting your powers and saving the world and all that stuff,
Right.
I feel maybe it's time I got a new name.
Oh, right. She completely forgot what she named this trident. Completely because it's been years since they played this game. Right. A new name. Were
Yeah.
you tired of your old one?
Oh, yeah, honestly, it doesn't work out. I didn't understand why you had the little lips at the end, though.
I don't understand either.
Yeah.
How silly of me.
Well, it's okay. Just use the same name, but could we add the great before it?
Does that have the best ring to it? Why don't you tell me? she's
No,
like,
that works perfectly fine. Oh, others are coming. I'll be quiet. See ya.
okay.
Tristan.
There's no real scene there, honestly, although it does give the opportunity for very lovely juxtaposition between Tristan just kind of saying goodbye to this worm at the flank, meanwhile at the head. Just a very different energy, and I'm happy to keep it moving on that contrast.
All right, sounds good to me. So we cut to later in the day. The sun is kind of starting to set, and we see you perching over a hill outside this not forest, but more like a grassland, rocky hill that you're going directly over. And you look down to what looks like a small seaside town. Lights are on everywhere. The whole place seems fairly nicely lit. Everything seems all right. This is the town that you can see that you were told to come to.
Oh, while we're walking, I was hoping, I'm just like turning the circlet over or looking it up, trying to get a sense of the equivalent of like a detect magic. Like what is this thing's purpose? What is its enchantment? What do I think the wizard might use it for?
So you can definitely sense that it's connected to a god in some way or whatsoever, what form whatsoever. The weird thing about it is that you can't really figure out what the god itself is from just touching it. All evidence says it should be Kak,
Right.
But even with your powers, you can't be entirely sure. What is interesting is that the connection is two-way. So it's both from the person that has it to them, and from them to the god back, and god to them or backwards. That much you can sense from there. Anything else, you might have to start looking into actually trying to sit down and study it.
I'm gonna let the group walk ahead of me a little bit. Not like lagging way behind, but just sort of at the back of the marching order. And put it on my head.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. How many hit points do you have?
I don't know, 4 or 5.
Yeah, health 4? That's pretty
health
good.
2. Health 2. Yeah,
Health
sorry.
2.
I have
Oh my
guard 2
God.
and health 2. That's what I was thinking 4.
All right, excellent. You have one less.
Okay.
You place it on your head, and as soon as you do, you feel a burn flying directly out. What's the name of the god that you currently have as your main god?
Dio.
All right. Dio did not like you doing that in
Okay.
any shape whatsoever. The burn is immense. It is horrendous. And you can keep it on if you'd like, but I'm assuming you want to take it off.
I want to put it on and sort of be like, hello, who is this? Like if it's establishing a connection, like, hello, is it me you're looking for?
Okay, so you have 1 health left, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking of Dill.
Now,
that's the age indicator.
Give me a wisdom roll. And
Okay.
you can add your god dice to this to connect to it.
Oh, sweet.
Oh boy.
Wisdom, roll, and then roll a d12.
All right,
it's
that's
just
4
4 6s. Is that
Yeah, that's great. That's
is
perfect.
that any good?
Yes, so you gain that much debt with Dio.
Oh, that's bad.
No, that's great. That's really good. Don't worry about it. You place it on your head and you reach out to Roscoe, to something else, and your mind blanks. Everything around you freezes. Everything in the area you're in just stops. It's not like it stops because time has stopped. It stops because there's no point in moving. There's no point in changing. There's no reason why things should continue as they are. They should just stay exactly the same. You can feel something on the back of your mind slamming against this, trying to get you to move desperately. But as it does, you see moving through everyone while they're standing still is this creature. You can't make it out because at first you think it's a man, like a man shape, as in like a human shape. But you look at it, but it seems to be decaying in its own way. And it's sort of like things are falling off it, like constantly over and over again. As they're walking along, they're leaving a trail of like dark ichor trash as they're moving along. You see a face, but the face is melting to leave just bone directly behind. Think of it like a bonehead just there with the flesh still on it. Not
Yeah.
the flesh is the one that's melting, but it's energy just pouring off gently. A bony hand that is like dripping with this ichor and like cloth is reaching out towards you, and it gently caresses your face. And as you feel it touch your face, you feel not a burn. Like a burn is not what you're going for. It's more like your flesh just doesn't want to, just doesn't really be there. It starts to decay on its own, just a little bit along. And as it's running through, it realizes how strong your connection is to your god with those four successes that are there. And it just shakes its head really sadly. And it turns around and it looks over at Nathan and it starts to walk towards Nathan.
Okay, so this is gonna shake me out of. I was in the like everything stopped. I'm stopped. There's no point in doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon
You
as
can move if you want, by the way, because you made your check.
okay. But I was just kind of like in the vibe, right? Of like this sucks. By the way, the like also where it touched the, I think Tanner's got a bit of a beard going at this point because we've been here for like a month.
That place
right?
has no more hair. The hair's gone.
What could it be that there's like white streaks in
I
the
get white streaks.
in the beard? Yeah. So, but when it turns to go after Nathan, I'm just like, no, and I'm gonna like, I've got all these like daggers and stuff. I'm just gonna stab it in the back. It's probably not gonna do anything, but like,
Oh no, that does it. That wakes you up. You
That's
go
my
no,
instinct.
and you stab in the back, and you break out.
okay,
And you break out. You're standing there. You're perfectly fine, and the circlet falls in two.
oh, yeah, and I shouted no, it's really loud.
Tanner, what did you do?
Does Tanner have a dagger in their hand?
Yeah.
You want to put that dagger down?
Yeah, hold on. There was a thing that was gonna attack Nathan. Was like the circlet let me see the ghost, and no, Lloyd, I want to make sure I understand. My face isn't like melted off, right? It's just
no. It's just your beard is now white.
yeah. That's the
that
whole
side.
side of my beard is yeah. Oh, white. Okay.
Yeah.
There was a ghost or something. The circlet, I could see it, right, but it also made everything stop, but then it didn't stop, and like Tanner is like shook, not making a lot of sense, kind of babbling a little bit.
I like to pick up the circlet.
You go down. The circle is broken in two.
Mm-hmm. Just kind of like, can I see anything from it if I put it back together?
Nope.
Okay.
It's just like doop,
Hmm. And it was coming after me then.
Yeah, it tried to get me, but the deity protected me, and so it moved on to attack you, and that kind of, I was able to break the spell at that point.
Miranda reaches out and puts a hand on like Tanner's arm and says, "Hey, breathe. Oh, you stopped it in time. If you keep talking in a jar and like this, it won't make a whole lot of sense. But it sounds like something was coming after Nathan and you were able to stop it, right?"
Yeah, that's basically, yeah.
Did you put the circlet on?
Yes, I did.
I thought that maybe we were past that with the diadem thing that could also kill everyone at the tavern. That some Anyway,
Well, you
maybe
mean
we
Nathan's
don't do that.
crown?
Yeah, Nathan's crown.
Well, I mean, we knew that, like, that we know what that does. It's going to kill somebody, probably. I wanted to know what this one does.
How did you know that it wasn't going to kill somebody? Probably.
It didn't seem it. You know, I was reading it, and it was, I was getting the feel of it, and it just didn't feel like that.
Okay, well, maybe don't do these kinds of things by yourself. We are all here to support you. And I know Nathan's the person that we rely on for strategy, right? So if you had said something to him, we could have maybe planned it out better.
I would have had him put it on.
Nothing happens.
Oh no, Nathan is
Oh,
reluctantly coming to Tanner's defense, saying, "I would have had him put it on."
gotcha.
Yeah,
Just
I
Nathan.
think I didn't want anyone else to get hurt. And like, Tanner is as surprised by this notion as maybe anybody is.
Miranda just kind of looks at him for a second, like, "Did you just say?" "I think you said." In that way. And she just kind of takes a deep breath and says, "Okay, I understand that. But you also have a support system around you to help you just in case. So if you had told us, I mean, if you were gonna, I don't know, explode or something, we could have gotten 50 feet away, but you know."
No, you're right. No, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Hmm.
I'm sorry.
um, I'm glad everything's all right, at least. Or at least Nathan's still here. He's not stabbed. And
Yeah, I think
what
someone
now?
called dibs on that, right? Can I roll to see if I know anything about this circlet?
Unfortunately, no. This is from a
Okay.
world you don't really understand.
Cool.
I apologize.
Oh no, no worries. I just was wondering if it was lure or anything. He's just gonna toss it.
Well, we still need to take that to the wizard, I think, right?
Yeah, Willem is waiting for it.
Willem, yeah.
Why is Willem waiting for something that has an entity on it that would kill me or come after me?
I mean, I don't. I think maybe it was going after whoever's closest. And I happen to be protected, so it came after the next closest person. I don't know that it was directed at you.
Okay, well, we must be getting on with it then.
Well, Nathan, if it makes you feel any better, I'm the one who called dibs, right?
Yeah. So I know where to look, and he'll just flip his coin.
Miranda just rolls her eyes and shakes her head.
Just double checking. Is Tristan okay?
Oh, I mean, we hit the minute mark.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
That sounds like.
Yep. Yeah, when Sam's been quiet and then starts smiling, they're gone.
Oh no.
So just a little bit away. Francis, this cannot be the plot line.
You
Seriously?
aren't getting a response from Francis so far.
I mean, I appreciate that players are driving the bus here. But like we if you're trying to get our help, you're gonna need to interact. This is just players being left alone to do some chaos. Is
You
this helping
still
anyone?
don't get a response from Francis yet.
Yeah. No.
Yet.
I mean, is this giving you anything for that book? Is
That
this even-
aside, the rest of you can catch up.
Yeah.
I'd say you continue on the way. The town is right in front of you.
Yeah, and we've got the pieces of the circlet, right? Or I guess Nathan has it.
Mm-hmm.
I tossed it on the ground, so if you want to pick it up, you can
Oh
have
yeah,
it.
I'll grab it.
Nathan is gonna look at Tristan and just go, one of these days, you wandering off is going to result in you dying. So, don't say you weren't warned.
Oh, thank you. I
You're
appreciate it.
welcome. Anytime.
Hey, are we all good with telling Willem we found it like this because it's broken in two pieces? Can we all be on the same page with that? Because I don't want to explain that to Willem.
I'll tell him I did it. Same story, just different characters. I put it on. Something tried to take over. I was too strong. It went after you, and then I broke the spell. It split in two.
Well, hold on a minute. If Willem's a powerful spellcaster, who's to say that he can't read minds or basically find a way to discern the truth? Is lying really the way to go here?
Well, if he opens the door of using magic on us, then I guess that door's open both ways.
Yeah, I mean, this wasn't.
Not a murder hobo, Nathan.
I'm not a murder hobo. I would simply, if he cast a spell to invade my mind, I would simply tell him to stop it.
Okay, well, the way you said that kind of implied that we were getting ready for combat again, and I mean, I don't know about you, but I do need time to, at least for some kind of a long rest or something, to recharge all of the stuff that we can do.
Just
Yes.
realized I don't know why I care if Willem knows we broke it or I broke it. I think I was worried we wouldn't get paid for the job. And what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Welcome to discovering empathy at a time where it doesn't really make sense to be empathetic.
Nathan, what
You
the
can
fuck,
see-
man?
You can see the signs of the town ahead of you. There's a little sign that says, "Welcome to Lossom."
Let's just get this done. Get in and get out.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Great. We don't need to lie about it. What's the point?
No, there's something about the best policy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I was trying to help, but we'll
Yes.
just tell them the truth.
You
Yeah,
were.
I mean, why not?
That was generous of you.
appreciated, but it's not necessary, Nathan.
As you come into town, it's fairly clear that it's just a normal everyday walk in the mill seaside town. There are people at the front, tilling gardens and farms at the very outskirts. The town itself doesn't have a wall, but there are little like homes that continue onwards and to become big, large town centers. And you can hear the sounds of people moving around, getting through things, starting things up as it is. Cat randomly walks directly past your legs.
where a cat randomly jumped on my chair? Yes.
The same way.
Hey, cat.
It looks at you, it doesn't meow. It does walk past your leg, and then it carries on its own adventure somewhere else.
Tell him we said hi.
Well, I'm gonna go to where we're supposed to be meeting this all-powerful wizard.
You were told to get to the Point Store Inn.
Let's just get this over with. Then maybe we can, I don't know, move on to the next thing and have a rest somewhere.
How do you find where it is?
I'm just gonna walk up to somebody and ask them.
So you walk up to someone and you tap them on the shoulder, and they
Mhm.
turn around to face you.
Where's the Point Inn place, please?
And they sign where you should go.
I'm gonna need some help on this one.
Does anyone know sign language? It feels silly to say American Sign Language in a fantasy world, but some kind of sign language, maybe.
Well, it's definitely
So-
two-hand sign language, so it's not American. But once they realize you're stuck, they roll their eyes, and then they go to the ground and they just draw an arrow.
I think
then point down the street.
Tristan might actually understand the language.
Oh, go on,
Yeah.
Tristan, you do.
What's up?
Does
Oh,
ASL only
they
use
sign.
one hand?
Oh,
Sorry, out of
welcome to the
character.
town. Didn't realize you spoke my language. If you're looking for the inn, it's that way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's your name?
Oh, they got. I am Ella.
Ella. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Uh,
And they give you a nod, and then you carry
I'm
away.
Tristan. Just
Mhm.
so I'll have introduced myself.
They're like,
No.
oh, not a problem. Actually, no, they wouldn't say that. They'll sort of say, didn't ask, but thank you.
Fair.
And they sort of grab this thing and start sweeping up where they were again.
All right. Thanks. Bye. Have a good day.
And they sort of wave you goodbye. You follow directions. It's fairly clear.
I would like to lag behind if I could.
Oh, yeah, sure, go on. I like to point out, guys, by the way, I know you're like, I lag behind and do something. Do y'all not look at each other when you walk? You're like, I'm gonna stay behind. I'm like, there's no one gonna be like, hey, why y'all keep staying behind?
Might stop to tie his shoes. You know, who knows?
Yeah, I'm stopping to tie my shoes is all.
I mean, I could look behind me and engage in a conversation with Nathan to get that information. Yes, you are completely correct. I could do that. So anyway, I'm walking.
Yeah, you walk along.
I think
Nathan, you
that-
stop to tie your shoes.
I'm waiting till I'm out of earshot to go. Wouldn't it be awful if you didn't shake my hand? And I would like to use the voice.
To scare her into shaking your hand?
Mm-hmm.
All right, sure, no problem. Give me a roll.
Okay, that is 1 success and a 4 on the intensity die. I am going to drop the intensity to a 3. They feel it as intensely as most people ever feel
Okay.
anything.
She feels this fear come towards her. She starts to cry. She tries to scream. She shakes your hand.
Really quick, check. He's just testing to see if the ability works.
I mean, that's great, but like, oh sorry, what am I supposed to do against an O check again? I was gonna
If you're okay with this, it's a O. If
I'm okay with it, but I feel
Okay.
I'm gonna have to give you an O check for the consequence of what's about to happen.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm right at the O. Like,
Okay.
thank you for dropping it down 1.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. I was gonna drop it down to 1, but the dice didn't give
Yeah,
me
but
that.
She shakes your hand. and then she runs.
I'm gonna get yelled about this later. All right. And he's gonna catch up with the rest of them.
All right. So the rest of the party, you carry on using the directions until you arrive at the Point Inn. You can see the little sign that says Point Inn at the front, because like that's how you know. It's easy. Okay, look, all the inns have signs, all right? It's a fantasy world. It just works.
I'm just imagining the FedEx logo, like it has like a little pointy arrow somewhere in the sign. This is
Somewhere
the
near there.
Point
That'll
Inn.
work. Entering the inn, it seems fairly quiet. You can see people moving around. No one seems to be talking. People are serving each other. What's called drinks are going around, being put down. You can see that the drinks are there and they're labeled in writing that you all can read automatically, with
Yay.
like beer and ale and everything else on there.
A mead chelada.
Yes, sure, why not? There's one specific. There's a pump specifically
There's a
for it.
barrel.
Why not? Let's do it. Francis will spend one of the cheat tokens to ensure that happens.
Amazing. Fantastic.
Yeah, Nathan's gonna finally make it back in and order fine wine.
Stop right there.
Mhm.
When you
Uh-oh.
walk in the inn, all of you, there are people do turn around and look at you as the locations, and like the first person sees you and sort of taps someone's shoulder, and then that person turns towards you, and then they sort of like move around and they sort of tap each other's shoulders to like alert them that you're directly there. The bartender hasn't noticed that you're there yet. And when you walk a little forward, they see the shadow fall and they also look up.
Hi. Just
They
make-
wave.
gonna make my way to the bartender and try to get my wine.
Why are you making it sound so scary?
I'm nervous. Like, why are they all looking at it? What's going on?
What? I thought you
love
liked.
that
You like being the
transformation.
center of
Those
attention.
Anxiety of being seen. You walking towards
my
there.
turn.
You ask for wine, right?
Mhm.
All right. The bartender reaches up and grabs like a bottle and then fixation, pours you one, puts it down, and then gives you the.
Guys, how did you pay for your drinks?
They hadn't ordered yet. You came in first.
Oh no, I thought they were already in the
No, it was
bar.
just you. It was just you, Boo.
I'm
We
sorry.
followed you in.
You're all by yourself.
I thought I was catching up with y'all. I'm sorry.
You were, but
my-
let's say you caught up with us waiting outside the inn so that you would like have people to see,
Yeah.
and then
Oh.
you walked in first.
Yeah, 'cause
harmonize the
this
whole
is-
thing.
We
I
wanted you
think
to know where we
Miranda-
were, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think Miranda was caught up in a conversation with Tristan about how to wingman without knowing any sign language for them. Because she was like, that girl was cute. Like, how do we
How do we make that work?
happen? You know?
Someone save me because I might do something stupid.
But we're right behind you.
Well, does anyone have any kind of valuables of any sort that I can use to pay for this?
Mm.
You're the literal dog meme where the dog's muscular, like, I tell people what to do. And there's the puny dog, like, ooh, can I have some money, please?
Oh
I'm
yeah,
really
that's
broke.
Nathan in a nutshell.
I'm really broke right now. Thank you.
Guys.
So if we're
You would have picked up some trade. I mean, I think it's fair to say you'd have picked up something in the last month or so.
sure,
I don't see
Okay.
why money should be an issue now that you're like a little bit further in and you've done some adventuring.
I'm
Well,
just
if
gonna. Go ahead.
But I was gonna say, if the worm had treasure or something, we probably would have picked up something from that at
Hmm.
least. And if not
think that's fair.
Nathan,
Yeah,
one of the three of us.
I just sort of like lean past Nathan's shoulder, like three what?
They look at you and then they pull out what essentially looks like a silver coin and they place it in the front and tap it.
Yeah. Okay, I think we got some of those, right?
I'm not the one that's in charge of inventory.
Miranda takes out a few silver pieces and like puts them on the ground. Yeah, yes, here you go.
He takes it and he nods to you, and then he goes back to doing the bar stuff.
And I try to get his attention. I have
He doesn't turn around.
a like knock on the bar, maybe the
He turns around.
vibration. So I'm I represent Dio. I think I have like some sort of like embroidered something on my long coat, you know.
He does the sign of Dio that's not a cross, but would be the equivalent of a cross.
It's a like tipped over cup, chalice, you know. Yeah. It's a
You can't
chalice
see
with
it.
the
People are
thing, but
listening,
it's
but
like
I'm
always
holding
hung
right
at a
now.
diagonal.
Gotcha.
And yeah, let's make it a pendant. Actually, I don't want embroidery. Gross.
That's fair.
And
It's
just
a
say,
short little bow.
can I offer a blessing to your tavern?
The reaction you have is almost visceral as he like puts his hand down and go, and then like slants down, saying no.
Okay, then I will not. And I just put the pendant under my shirt, like into my shirt, because like, okay, that's not what we're doing today.
Why don't you just order a drink, Tanner?
Yeah, I'm not thirsty right now. I'm gonna, yeah, just trying to help.
Do you want anything, Tristan?
How are we doing on silver? I wouldn't mind a little bit of hydration.
I think we're fine. We're good. Supposed to get paid from Willem too, so that should give us a little more work with.
Yeah. What's good here? To the bartender.
He points towards the third drink that's just been magically materialized next to the bar and says this and point clearly indicating that this is the best drink here.
Great. One place.
Pours you one, slides across the bar.
And
3 again?
And I'll have the michelada, please. She points to the sign, trying to be helpful.
There's a moment where you see him roll his eyes like it's all everyone ever orders and no one just has a normal beer. It's fine. They accept it. And they pour that one down for you as well.
So Frances did too. She put 6 silver on the table for the 2 drinks.
Right? It is gone in a flash.
Do we want to find a table and talk?
Yeah, let's grab a table, and I think we might benefit from another discussion about our powers
Okay. Well,
until the wizard gets here.
Okay. I mean, I don't really have powers. I just sort of like channel them.
that's how clerics work, Tanner.
Yeah, but it's not like I could do anything myself. You know, I'm just like a guy.
Neither can warlocks. One's a sugar daddy and one's just like it's 2 different kinds of relationships. One's toxic, one's not. Jeez.
At this time, you see an older gentleman descends from the stairs from above and heads towards the bar. You recognize them as you've met them once. This is Willem. They haven't seen you yet, though.
Guys, I think Willem's here.
Oh, great. We can get this done.
Yeah, let's just get it over with.
Okay, as long as we want him to see us. She lifts a hand up and like tries to get his attention.
All right. Willem sees you, sort of like their eyes sort of light up, and they look at the bar. They look at the bar. They like they try to say orders and they roll their eyes and they start signing orders, and then they move on towards you. And it's like, you made it. Actually, you're earlier than I thought you would.
It was just a dragon.
But
Or-
you got it.
Well, sort of. It broke. And I put the pieces on the table.
Oh. Well, don't put it out in public.
Well,
He says they
it's-
grab the pieces and like stuff them under their coat.
Okay.
What if someone recognizes it? Also, how did they break?
Well, I put it on my head to see what it would do.
Yeah, I make that face a lot too.
They take a moment where you see they're about to say something, and they sort of go, nope, it's fine. I hope you realize that this is going to set us back for quite a bit.
Who, us, and what is set back?
They roll their eyes and go, I didn't expect you to understand. They look over at Nathan and is like, you understand that this is going to set me back a bit, surely.
Do I understand that this is going to set him back a bit, surely?
You're right. Something wrong with your voice.
No, yes, I'm certain that this will be a unfortunate interruption in the scheme of things for you, but if anyone is able to overcome such a deviation from the original plan, it would be you.
Fantastic. It's about time. Dawson, someone respect me for what I am. And you see him like reach out and he grabs your drink, if you had one, and then drinks it.
My drink?
Your drink. He just grabs it and drinks in one go. He's like, oh, I can't believe this worked. Right. Payment will be done soon. I just need a minute with this and everything all together. Thank you for meeting me down here. You did the best you could. I'll give you some form of payment whatsoever. Something all right.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I
Oh,
just
good. I suppose you want some explanations of what this is, right?
Yes, that would.
Well, put it simply, it is a blessing. Certain gods have ways to speak to their followers, and the followers have ways they want to speak to God. You wear the crown, you speak to your God directly. Your God tells you what you need to do, but you have to have faith and belief and strength within the God to do it. The circle is one of those items. It speaks straight to the God of stagnation. It can summon him wherever you want.
So whatever happens, if you were to speak with that god, might reflect what that god wanted.
It is more complicated. Sometimes it has been known that gods, well, there's this theory I have. It's a long, okay, we didn't sit down for this. You seem like take a seat, and then continue drinking Nathan's drink. So you have to understand the theory. I believe that the gods, although they're out there, wonderful, beautiful creatures they are more like manifestations of power. Things that are a bit more wilder and less control. So if one were to converse with the god could change them, but they could also change the god themselves. In the world that we live in now, where we have so many gods, but none of stagnation, that has only come up in the last 1,000 years, being able to talk to that god might change it. Maybe we can switch the way it is. Maybe it doesn't have to be stagnation.
Or
Maybe
it
it
would
can be
change
something
you.
more. What was that?
Or it would change you.
Or it would change you into a possible creature of banal nonsense that doesn't believe that anything can ever change from here from wherever.
Oh,
Or
Like,
we could
look,
kill
listen.
that god, right? That is an option as well.
What was that, sorry?
Killing the god.
I suppose if you met, what is the way to say? There's a phrase we use a lot. If you meet your gods, kill them, right?
I'm not sure that's
Something
how it
similar
goes.
to that. If you had the power and the circlet and you wore it and you summoned the god and the god was weakened to you and you knew a way to kill a god, then yes.
You know, I've got two questions of you, if I may.
Yes, please.
One, how can we go about repairing this circlet so that it can function the way that it was intended to again? And two, do you know where one might find information in regards to destroying deities?
Well, I can answer one of those questions. I
Really feel
can't
like you
necessarily
should
help
answer
you
two.
on one of the others.
Okay.
This is ruined. But I am a master of my work.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably fix this in some way.
Okay. Well,
Once it's done, we'll see if we can finally have an actual avatar of the god of stagnation, because we've never had one before.
Is that good? Do we want that?
Well, every god needs a voice, right?
I mean, not if they suck.
Yeah, some gods need their voices silenced.
I'm picking up this kill God vibe from you, and I respect it. But I feel we should work on a scientific method first before we go into the murdering stuff.
I'm gonna get some more wine. Nathan likes his wine.
Thank you.
Would you like some also, Willem?
You might
drank
need
things,
sign
so
language. People in this
I
town
also-
don't speak anymore. Not since the curse.
Right. That's okay. I can manage. I just wanted to make. You were so thirsty earlier that you drank Nathan's wine, and I just wondered if you wanted more. That's
Oh
all.
yeah, I'd love some more. Yes, thank you.
All right. And
More of your own wine, not more of Nathan's wine, to be
Oh,
sure.
sorry. Was that your wine I drank?
Miranda gets up and leaves.
Yes.
She's like, nope. I'm
Oh.
gonna just.
I mean, do
go.
you want me to buy you one back?
Yeah, if you could, that would be. I think that would repair the bond between us. That would be great.
How about you repair the bond on the circlet and we'll think about it.
Oh, glad I walked away from this table.
Yeah, you're right. I should calm down.
I'm glad you agree. Anyway, as I was saying, with Rose's eyes, I can fix this. It'll take me some time. If you're not going anywhere, we could fix it and then see what we can do about it.
So tell me more about this curse here.
What, the one in this area?
Yes,
Oh, it happened about 1,000 years ago. Who cares?
I do.
He looks at you, goes, 1,000 years ago, this town was not as bustling as it was. It was sad. It was quiet. It was a very important part of the war. A lot of the people from both factions, all three factions, found themselves directly here, and it was a bit of a no man's land plus pressure points when it existed. And then some people turned around and they gave them a gift. They had a word for the gift, but I can't pronounce it. It was a it had a word. It started, I think it was car. Kara, Kari, Kore, Kariu, Karo.
Karaoke?
That's the one.
Oh
They
no.
blessed it with the power of karaoke and music and singing and voice and stretching. And that's what started it. But as time went on, this blessing, this beautiful power, this singing just deafened them. It became stagnated. It shrank. It became a curse. It hit their ears, and now none of them can sing again. No one from this town can.
Hey, you guys remember that time when we were playing the game?
Yes, we remember it.
And we invented karaoke?
Miranda
What are you
has
talking
just
about?
come and set the glasses down and is like, yeah.
That was fun. That was a good game. We were all singing and
Don't tell me. Is this
Is everything all right?
Miranda looks from Tanner to Nathan?
I would like to change something I just said. I'd like to XCard it and change it. So I'm gonna rephrase what I said before at the very beginning. When you ask what's the curse of this town, and I'm gonna go with, oh, it's complicated. All right. So years ago, millions of years ago, this town used to be a town of music. They had this thing, this
Karaoke?
that's the one. They had this power of karaoke, and they would sing to their heart's content, and everything became a song. Everything became a song. There were these, and you would start your day, and it would just be singing. You would go through it, and you would just keep singing.
Oh.
They can't stop. They can't stop singing. Every single person in this area continues to sing in every activity they do, and they can't stand it. So they have banned anything to do with speaking if it turns into a song until they can remove themselves of this karaoke curse. They are stuck here constantly singing for all eternity. Even when they leave the town, it continues to affect them. But it makes it a very good place to have beacons like this. You will always know if someone is singing your praises if you got your drift, right? Right? Hey.
Hey. I see what you did there. There's a play on words. Yeah.
Miranda just sips her michelada like this is the worst.
But it's fine. Look, whatever happens is a place for us to work. You're here for a few days. Enjoy yourselves. Get to know the people. Maybe get one of them to sing by accident. It'll be fun.
Well, thank you for the help.
Not a problem. You brought me something I've been searching to append my superiors for years.
Oh, speaking of that, there's payment associated with this, right?
I thought the payment was you getting to meet the god of stagnation.
We can't use that to pay our bills, though.
I mean, you can. Fine. All right, let's discuss this. So, considering the fact that it's halved, I expect to pay you half of what I think it's worth.
You know what? I'm not the person that does the negotiating. I'm just the person that makes sure we get paid. Nathan, do you want to talk to him about our payment? Because it sounds like Willem can't remember the agreement that we came to.
We
She
will be more than
looks at Nathan, like this
we
is
will
you.
be we will be more than happy to accept half
Good.
if you might be able to point us in the direction of anything that involves dealing with powerful entities in a way that is final.
I will see what I can do. But
You're the master of your craft. I expect that to be much.
it's if I were to say it's complicated, you wouldn't believe me. Why not I fix the circlet the best I can, and we can talk about this in a day.
All right.
See you tomorrow then.
I'll see you tomorrow. You have the rest of the day to do what you want to. I've rendered you lovely separate rooms up here if you wanted to. Feel free to sleep at the inn. If you'll excuse me, I have a lot of work to do. If you need me, I'll be in my own room.
Let's just hope that this place doesn't turn into a bunch of zombie ghouls like last time.
At least we're getting paid something.
Something. We should talk about our powers.
Yeah.
You're telling me that you don't have powers, that you just channel, and you're telling me that you need a nap after a while. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. What can we all do exactly?
Well, I guess I mean I can talk to the gods and they listen, and we can come to an arrangement. That's kind of actually like I know this is a little off topic, but like, are we 100% in on like killing a god? Like, what? It seems like there's got to be some other options.
I don't believe there's room for the negotiation on that front.
I mean, killing stagnation, I guess, like it kind of makes sense. Like we want people to be able to thrive and move forward and do that.
Mhm.
But
And then we move on to the next one and the next one.
yeah,
and the
but
next
that's
one.
the part where I'm a little stuck. The gods are just things people believe in.
Mhm.
Tanner, I think that Nathan, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, Nathan, believes that if we get rid of the gods, we can get home more quickly.
Bingo bagel.
Yeah.
I ordered the soup. It's actually pretty good.
It doesn't sound quick or easy. And I don't like if this place is real at all, destroying everyone's beliefs doesn't seem good.
Well, you know what? You make a good point. I would like to counter with this, if I may. If this place is real at all, and we are wrong, and we go ahead and kill all the gods, we would just be replacing their weak gods with stronger gods. So,
Us?
win-win. Yeah, why not?
Then we stay here forever. Do you want
I
that?
don't think Francis has it in him to let anyone else rule his world.
I don't know that Francis is totally in control here.
Well, there's no.
Miranda, at this point, the trident chips in very quietly, and it goes, "Psst, hey, do you hear that?" Oh, so you're muted.
Oh, no, I said, hear what?
You don't hear that?
No, I don't hear
Who's
any
singing?
singing. And she starts listening for someone who's to be singing.
You don't hear anyone singing, and then it goes, "Oh, that's weird. Never mind. Carry on. You're doing great."
Okay.
Can we just punch Nathan because we can?
You know what? I would love to do that, and in my head, I've done that many times. But
Okay.
maybe we don't do that this time. I've already threatened to kill him, and I don't want that to come back and bite us in the butt any harder than it already will. All right.
Come on, me. Carry on. Pretend I'm not here. Pretend I'm not here. Go on. Go.
Okay, no problem. And she
Miranda's the
listens-
only one who hears this, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yep.
Miranda's the one
Miranda's
that
the
hears
only
this.
one. She's just sitting there talking to herself.
Miranda, you're looking at me kind of funny. Is everything okay?
I'm fine. It's fine. We're fine. Tristan, Tristan,
Yeah.
what's your opinion on killing the gods?
It looks like, for want of a better plot line, we are indulging Nathan's personal quest, and helping him out with his endeavor. And at some point, the real plot might come along, but in the meantime, it's good to have character spotlights every so often, right? This is just like character spotlight, but for a person.
Tristan, master of the stray.
Pardon?
Oh, no, there were insults in there laced at me, but it's okay. It's fine.
That's a wild thing to impute.
This
Where I
isn't
can
my
hear singing. What's going on?
This isn't my personal quest. This is just the right quest. This is the right play.
I mean, it was your idea. You're very motivated about it. It ties into your own personal stuff and stuff in your history. Call it a backstory, if you will. It sounds a lot like a spotlight, which is
No,
cool.
This
hold
feels
up,
like
hold
it
up,
was-
hold up,
Oh,
hold up.
go ahead.
Miranda, you can now hear singing. It is
I
soft.
can now hear singing.
You
Okay.
can now hear singing. There is a soft, like someone's like doing the that like, I don't know why I'm doing the Little Mermaid. It's my default,
Because
but
it's
that's
perfect.
the default singing. Okay,
Yeah,
you
okay.
just listen. It's my game. I will sing the Little Mermaid song if I want.
Okay.
You can't stop me.
Or at least a legally distinct variant, so Disney doesn't destroy us.
Yes. To anyone who got Disney Plus, you're screwed now. Anyway, so moving right along, Miranda gets up, like slowly gets up, like starts getting out of her chair, like while this conversation is happening, because it's kind of like a rack focus, but in sound, where like the conversation that's being had kind of fades into the background, and the focus becomes the singing, right? Starts walking towards where she thinks the sound is coming from, and she like mutters to half to herself, half to the trident. I think I can hear it now.
It sounds really familiar. What is that?
I don't know. Does it sound familiar to Miranda at all?
You've never heard it, and
Okay.
yet it sounds familiar.
I was about to go full 90s band. I was ready. I was like, I would start hearing I Want It That Way, or Tell Me What You Want by Spice Girls, but no, you had
Yeah,
this.
It's
Karaoke,
almost there, but
90s
you can't
karaoke
quite
tunes.
get it.
Yes. Yeah, it's right. Okay. So sorry, she keeps walking towards the sound. I can't place it. I don't know why you think it's familiar though.
You step outside and it like you can hear it like almost like a siren call. You can sort of like pinpoint it. Give me a wisdom check.
And
Okay.
For us,
check.
Miranda just got up and left.
Yeah, pretty
Mine just
much.
got up and let's just tidy your shit.
Yeah, pretty much like I'm done. Bye. No advantages, just flat, right?
Just straight up flat roll.
Cool. 2, 5, and a 3.
2 5s and a 3. All right, you need 1 success anyway. You can see, you're looking through, and there's someone. They are like sat on one of the rooftops in the town. Their legs are dangling at the end. It's a young boy, like maybe like 11, 12 years old, and their mouth is open, but the sound coming out of it is beautiful. It's this incredible like mixed sound, and it's starting like you can almost hear lyrics. You're almost there. Like it's like it's right at the very edge, but you can't quite get it.
She walks over to the boy on the roof and looks up. Hello? She like does a wave because she's seen Tristan do some sign language before, but has no concept of like what these words might mean. So she's worried like if she mimics a sign, it's actually like she's gonna be saying "fuck you" in sign language, and she doesn't want to do that. You know?
I'll tell you a fun story about that later.
Oh god.
You wave at them, and they look down, and their eyes widen, and they're like, "You can." They say, "You can see me." It comes out like, "You can see me. You can see me for what I am."
I don't know if that's necessarily the case, unless you really are a young boy who can sing.
They get up and run, like across the rooftop away from you.
She tries to. I think there's a moment where Miranda's like, "Should I follow?" And then she sort of goes, "Hey, wait, come back!" and like runs after them.
All
For
right.
once, Miranda's pulling the Tristan here.
Let's come back to the group before I count with you. What are you three doing before I continue?
I mean, really, if you think about it, it was your idea. In the basement of that last tavern, you're the one that was just like, oh, you scared to go after a god? So really, we have you to thank for this quest, Tristan?
Yeah. It seems like it's really helping you work through stuff. I don't see what the problem is.
Hey, where'd Miranda go?
Yeah, she's been gone for a minute.
Oh, I thought she was gonna have a cigarette.
Do they have those here? Does Miranda smoke? I don't.
What?
We come back to Miranda. Give me no, don't give me a roll. You made your wisdom check to check him. You are running underneath, and at the very top, you can see like they're like parkouring their way over the rooftops of this small little village. Like they're like bouncing over trees, assassins creating their way across. A few things that are very interesting about it is that you see them run past people, and no one acknowledges their existence. Like
This is fine. Everything's fine. We're great. Oh.
They keep moving forward. They're like ducking. They're like diving. They're doing all this really cool shit, and then no one can see them. No one knows that they're there. They have no idea about their existence. It's incredible how they just keep moving forward. No one can see them. It's terrifying too because you're like, what's happening? But you can see them. What are you gonna do?
She's like asking herself, like, is this some kind of a ghost? She's like bobbing and weaving around people because she can't go through people. But she continues to follow, and she keeps trying to call out to them like, hey, wait, I just want to talk to you.
You're bumping into people. People are like, but they don't really do anything about it.
I mean, Miranda's
do you intend
plate
to catch
armor,
him?
so that'd be like a football tackle.
Get out of my way!
Like, she's not deliberately
all right, Terry
she's
Crews.
trying to duck, but you only have so much dex and full plate. Like, I mean, so
What would you like to do to catch up?
he's the boy is running on rooftops, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess her bright idea to stop him is to put an obstacle in his way. So she hefts her trident and is gonna yeet it like at him. Like try to.
Oh, is it my time to
at him
shine? Is it my time to
specifically.
shine? Are we doing it? Are we doing it?
Yes, this is your chance to shine. You just.
Do you want me to skewer him?
No, you're supposed to land slightly in front to just block off his path, so maybe we can get him to pause and listen.
Oh, I don't know if I can do that.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, like, you know what? First of everything, I'm new year, new me, baby. Let's go. I'm ready. Let's do this. I'm hype. Let's go.
Okay, all right. Well, let's just give it a shot, do our
Mhm.
best, and try to not skewer him. Then maybe move slightly to the left or right so you don't actually like skewer him. We need to talk to him. We need to find out.
Sure, yeah. I will absolutely miss him. I promise.
Okay, you promised.
Promise.
All right. Yeet.
My fingers are crossed. Give me a roll.
Okay.
You don't even have fingers.
Okay, because it's an elegant weapon, I can use Dex instead of Strength for its
Mhm,
cool.
You only
So
need
I'm
one
gonna be using
success.
that.
You have one disadvantage.
No.
So you will lose one advantage from the roll.
How do I? This only says advantages, so
Oh, -1.
-1. Okay, great. Boo.
Just roll high.
A 4 and a 5.
I mean, that was a perfect success.
Yay.
All right, you can catch them. You can catch them in a situation you want, and you can catch them in any style you like. So tell me what happens.
I think that maybe Miranda. Okay, Miranda throws the throws the trident. It's yelling. She's yelling. It lands in front of the kid, startles him. Maybe he stumbles and falls off the roof, and Miranda catches him.
And then they're like, ah, and then they go bam right to their hands.
Yep. And she's,
They look up at you like, hey,
hi. What's can we talk now? I promise I'm not gonna hurt you.
is that a promise you can keep?
I mean, my trident's on the roof at the moment, so yes, technically.
Not for long. Come get me.
So demanding.
What would you like to do? You have that is completely at your mercy.
Look, can we just have a conversation? Can we just talk? I want to know your name. But do you have a name?
They go,
Okay, so you have one, but it sounds like maybe you can't say it.
I was born without a name. I was born to sing. Nothing I say will get it out of me.
Okay. Oh gosh. There was maybe we can give you a name.
They look over, they're like, they look over the scary, like, do you have that power?
Not really, but I have to call you something. Or at least I don't think I do.
As you say, as you do this, right, and you're saying this, are you doing this in a private place or doing this in a public street?
I think she caught him in a public street, but like the conversation, she's not like talking loud. She's not stage projecting or anything. So
he goes, I would love a name. But as he says, I will love a name, the sound, like visually, we see his voice stretch out like a music thing. And it hits someone. And they're like, do you know the way to the market? Well, they don't know. And they cover their mouth. And they look at the other person. And the person looks at them and goes,
oh, no.
I don't think so. And then it starts to spread.
Oh.
And people start to sing
Are
as
you-
they're moving along, like involuntarily. They just start breaking out in songs as
Talk
they're
about
moving
catching
along,
strays.
across. Catching strays. Let's come back to the party because it's about to kick off where you are.
And you do this every time, Tristan. You always blame me for stuff when you you go me into it. And you know what? I can't spotlight. I don't want a spotlight.
Nathan, while you're having this rant, please give me an intelligence roll.
Oh.
You have it's difficulty 1.
Oh, okay. So, all right. That's gonna be 1d6. Can I use a little emotional nudge ability since I have my D4?
You
When
know
you have
what?
your
Yeah, go on. I'll be nice to you. Remember, you're at difficulty 1, so you need at least 1 success. before you can start getting lucky to actually have successes.
Oh, well, I only have the one die.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, listen, Nathan's not very smart. But but that is a 4, and then the D6 turns it into a 6. I mean a D4. Yeah, the D4 turns it into a 6.
Cool. And that removes one success, so you're at 0.
Oh no, that means I get to roll 2 die,
Yeah,
and
roll
then
2
it
dice.
removes. Okay, sorry, my bad. I misunderstood that. Noir, also not very smart. No, that is a
Noir.
6 on the second die.
All right. Okay, Nathan, this is what's gonna happen to you. It's only gonna happen short, but as you're yelling at everyone, you start to hear like a beat in the background, like do 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 do, and your rant is going to turn into music until you will it to stop.
Is it a rap?
So go ahead, good knock yourself out. We're all doing this today. Let's do it.
When you say beat, I hear beatbox. That's
I don't hear it. Jason, could you
no, I cannot.
Just
You
hearing
always, Tristan, you always do this. You always tell me that I want a spotlight, and I don't. I swear I don't. Why am I singing? What's going on?
This sounds like an I want song.
I don't. I. Where's Miranda?
The bartender walks and goes, "Do you hear the people singing the
Sing the
songs?
song
Because
of
that's
Angry Man.
what is happening to this world." Everyone is like singing and they can't physically stop themselves.
Like Tanner's mouth is just like clamped shut.
Oh, by the way, you can talk.
Yeah.
But like, please feel free. Remember, Noir, you made the check, so you don't have to sing. Feel free to sing if you still want to. But like, none of you have to sing. But every now and then, I will be
What?
asking to see if you can.
I'm just
Don't
kidding.
get the guitar out.
I'm just kidding.
For the audience, Noir just got a guitar out. I don't know why.
The Noir and Sam both have professional training in music. I don't know if Ixie does, but I don't, and I won't be singing.
I'm just here singing. What can I say except you're welcome?
What do you want to do?
We're going to have to go and find Miranda.
And stop whatever's happening to this town.
Everyone looks at Tanner to continue the line.
It
No, we're not
seems,
going to do that.
it seems excessive. Dio is about excess. Maybe he could intervene.
Would you like to ask Dio to intervene?
Yes. So I already have 4 debt with Dio.
Yeah, Dio's not intervening.
What's that?
Dio's like, nah, bitch, I did a lot of work earlier. You're on your own. Straight up, he's like, I had to stop that thing. I am out.
Oh, take your prayer to the
Wait, what's happening?
Your debt. You have a debt. You have to pay the Karen in the next town, Karen.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But that debt is to Karen.
Who still wants payment, by the way?
Yeah.
Also, quick O check. Everyone cool?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This is great.
I mean, I'm really, I'm hoping this goes. We're about to see this. We're over now, but oh dear.
The problem is a good song never dies. No. Nope.
We'll cut away from you and we'll come back to Miranda. And Miranda, you can see everyone, you are not affected in any way by the singing.
Okay. All right.
But he is looking at you like,
Were you the person that did this to the rest of the town?
Well, it doesn't normally hit them. I didn't mean to. They never hear my voice. What did you do?
What did I do? I just caught you. I kept you from going splat off a roof.
He sort of pauses and looks at you, and then he's like, "You're the creator.
Huh?
You're the creator. It's you. This is all because of you."
What? What does that even mean, creator?
You're the reason why I'm here.
I'm not the person that talks to gods. That's Tanner.
I can see it. I see that thing inside you. I see your joy.
Oh.
And it's like, wait, I'm not singing.
You're not. No, actually, I thought maybe you transferred that to everybody else so you could.
I'm free.
I made it work in my head.
He starts trying to run again.
Hold on a minute.
Yep,
She like
you can catch him again easily.
yeah. Just hold on a minute. Can we just talk? Can I get my
No more talking. I want nothing to do with you. I'm free of this. I could speak. I can do normal things. I can sing if I want to. Why would I leave?
Well, excuse me. Everyone else is now doing that. Maybe we should stop that.
Let me give you a song. Sounds like a you problem.
Okay, you know what? She like pulls him back by the hoodie, like.
Oi!
Yeah. That's not fair. I'm glad that you can talk and that you don't have to sing anymore. Clearly, that's something you've been dealing with for a while, but it's not fair to shove all your problems off on everyone else. Who do you think you are, Tanner? Jeez.
There's a voice from the top going, excuse me, can you come get me too, please? Do I need to sing? Hello? 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 I'm up. I've been here for like 5 minutes. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna start singing.
God, okay. I'll be right there. She does not let go of the kid, and she just starts trying to like hop up with like one hand to try to get to the back to the
You
room.
can get the trident up. Where do you want to go now before we continue?
She's
you
like,
can see people are starting to panic and it spreads around.
okay. She picks up the trident, puts it back on her back, and she's like, I gotta get back to the tavern. I have no idea what to do with this, what to do with you. Maybe Nathan or Tristan will know. I mean, I'm glad you can see my joy, but I don't even know how this works. I don't even know how you work. And she takes a hop off the roof and starts heading back to the tavern is what I meant.
All right, you're coming towards the tavern and you see it first. The mob.
The mop?
There is what looks like
mob with a B, sorry.
Yeah, the mob. Sorry, what? Sorry, I take it back. I don't know what I said there. I apologize. I thought I said the mob. Not like the mafia, like
with
a mob.
P, and I was like, who's mopping?
The mop comes out of no. You can see coming in from around the corner towards the tavern. There's people. They're marching. They're holding pitchforks. They're holding weaponry. They're holding like hoes. There's about 30 of them, and they look absolutely angry. And they are humming like under their breath, like a and they're moving towards the inn.
That's a bad thing. You know what? You're just I'm gonna tuck you in like this. Maybe people won't see you. She like kind of puts the person under her arm to like make them look less conspicuous. And just sort of hurries to get into the tavern before the mob does, and like frantically looks for Nathan and Tanner and Tristan, and is like, guys, are you there? You still here? Hello?
Yeah. I'd like wave from the table because I'm terrified of speaking.
she hurries over there and she's like, guys, you won't believe what happened. I thought I heard singing somewhere. Well, first my trident heard it, and then I heard it, and then, well, I found something, someone, and she like puts the boy on the table, Sorry
Hi.
I've manhandled you so much.
Hello.
Did you kidnap someone?
No. I apparently no one else can see him. Well, at least except us.
You
And
hear the march.
He
What-
was
from the
singing this
outside.
earlier.
What's happening out there?
There's like a mob. Temperature the tavern. No big deal, right? Has nothing to do with us.
Let me try and deal with the mob.
Why is everyone talking so weird? What's going on?
Because if we don't focus, we start singing and it sucks, so stop asking.
Not you guys too. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I really like the fact that we've become a musical, but also, oh,
I have a theory. They're gonna leave.
okay. Why?
Might be bunnies. I'm gonna follow.
All right. Let's deal with this one by one. We'll start with Tristan, then we'll
Mhm.
deal with what Nathan trying to deal with it outside, and then we'll work your way if you can throughout this whole thing. Tristan,
Okay.
where are you gonna go?
Directly toward the mob.
All right. They're standing outside and they're like, you hear them chanting.
My gift is my song. And this one's for you. And you can tell. And I'd like to actually try to like I want to gather the song energy.
I love
Like
the concept
draw
of that.
it from the mob.
So here's the good news.
Yeah.
You can 100% do that. If you pick into it and you're going to a karaoke song, you can draw the song from them. Here's the bad news.
Oh yeah.
They have been ticked off
Yep.
for a reason why they're there. And the
Mhm.
reason isn't entirely because they started singing again.
Mm.
So give me a roll. I would say charisma.
Mhm.
I'm going to say it's difficulty 1.
Mhm.
So you need 2 successes.
Mhm.
And I'm going to say you have 1 disadvantage. So it's not easy, but you only need 2 successes to succeed.
Okay, so I would put forth that I would then be rolling on neutral advantage on account of acting in a foolish, daring, or cavalier fashion.
I will let you use your dice.
Aye. There we go. That's 2 successes, which gets me to net 1
Net
on
1.
difficulty 1 check.
So what did your die roll? Don't forget.
Oh, not a 6.
Okay, gotcha. No,
Um,
you mark the X on them. Blah, 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 something.
oh, though it does roll in a circle right now, I suppose.
That's kind of what I was like. I have to double check what it means because like
Yeah, at this point, every 5 out of my 6 are circled.
Wow.
They have been for a while, and then I just didn't roll my fool's die for a really long time.
So what happens now?
So a fluke of luck that benefits me.
Okay. So the first thing you do is you see them coming up and they start singing a protest at you. And they say they've come for the one that hurt our friend Ella. And as they're in the middle of singing this, you go, my gift is my song. And this one's for you. And they're first confused as to why it's happening. But then we see this energy start to leave them. Like this small little energy bubbles up and it sort of like builds up a little bit more here and there, over and over. I'm going to take your die away from you for this roll. I'll give it back to you probably when something bad happens, but you're good for now. And as it builds up and like becomes stronger in this horrendous area, you see it starting to like coalesce into like almost not like a bubble, but almost like a song itself, and it rushes into you. They look drained, and tired, but they also look kind of forgetful. Like you see their skin, like the skin looks a little paler, and they start like breathing and they start sort of like murmuring to each other. They kind of start talking normally. But you can see the energy around them is starting to build back up. So you've paused them. They won't be able to do anything. And you have this weird bubbly energy inside you that makes you want to sing a lot. You don't have to, you made the roll. But you've quelled them and now they're confused.
So from the tavern and everything, I think y'all will just hear Tristan in some coloratura sort of trills to try to like burn some of this out of them.
Oh,
That I don't know that my mic will handle.
oh no.
That's fair.
The mic is weak. The will is strong.
Oh. Are we switching perspectives or sorry?
No, 'cause I mean, at the moment, I'm assuming that the perspectives kind of everyone together. So you're right. Tristan's at this moment. Nathan, what were you going to do? You come on out and the problem seems to have solved itself.
I was literally gonna do the exact opposite.
What, sing an opposite song?
I just wanted to, because this is working in contrast to what you just did, Tristan. Sam, are you okay with this? If not, then
I mean, I have no idea what you're about to do with it, though. My handoff at the moment is toward Tanner.
Okay.
All right, in that case, Tanner, what would you like to do in this situation? You've got a boy in front of you who's like, hi. You've got a crowd outside that's no longer screaming or singing or chanting, and just like a bunch of people looking really confused, but also drained and also kind of tired. And people are still singing around you.
I want to make sure I'm getting the Sam, what are you picturing as the cue? Like what is it that's coloring to Tanner?
Oh, you are the next person I'm intending to interact with toward this effect, is sort of what I'm getting at.
Okay.
Because I have an entire, because you have to do some stuff with Kevin, and I maybe have something for you.
All right.
It's just kind of bubbling out at me.
In that case, let's have Noir do their thing real quick.
Okay. Is the wizard in the crowd?
And the wizard is not in the crowd. He's upstairs. Remember, he's fixing the circlet.
It's chilling.
Do you want him in the crowd?
Yes, please.
I'll put him in the crowd.
If one and all could hear my call and lend their ears to me, I'll tell you the quick tales of how this curse has come to be. And he's going to sing a song directly to the wizard about how this is all the god of stagnation's fault.
Okay.
And
What
I would
emotion
like
are you using for that?
rage.
All right. So the wizard has a high willpower. So you would have to beat his willpower to get it to completely work. If you don't beat his willpower, he's probably going to know you did it.
Okay.
Just want to let you know it. So it's up to you to decide what your intensity is. Good luck.
Keep this secret safe. Oh, watch your flock devoured by the flames left in their wake. I'll burn through you. That is a lot. One, two. That is 7 successes.
So are you pumping 7 willpower into it?
So that is a 4, a 5, a 5, and then a 4 on the D4.
So what is the willpower number? Remember, that's what I want to see.
It is.
What's the intensity?
7.
7. So what happens if you go over someone's by 6 or more?
Then it drops the intensity from 7 to 6, which
kills them.
In that case, I can, because I can use my successes to lower it. I would like to make this An all-consuming obsession.
I'm not saying his was below 6, by the way, or above
Oh, okay.
6. I'm just saying I just want to know what the mechanic was for that.
So
the-
if intensity is greater than willpower, target may resist with the wisdom roll at difficulty of half the intensity.
So I'm gonna give them a willpower roll to resist because I
Okay.
feel like they won't just let it go like that because like they're like an important NPC. But I want to know
Gotcha.
just when does it go over the edge?
If he fails.
All right.
And if
he doesn't
if
fail, we should
if
be
I
good.
set the intensity to a point where it kills him and he fails, then that's game for him.
So what's intensity so far?
It is just a 5.
All right. That's pretty freaking high. Let's see how he goes. And he needs to roll 2 successes to beat it?
He has to hit 3.
3. Excellent. He does not. So, what do you want to happen with him?
I want him to be so furious at the god of stagnation that he will do anything and everything to help me destroy him.
All right. No, let me double check that. You want to have an all-consuming obsession, and he will do anything to destroy it, right?
Destroy him, the god of stagnation.
I'm using it to like differentiate it because I haven't really given it a gender or a personality yet.
Can I use them instead? I'm uncomfortable with it.
I think that's fair.
Okay.
All right. Other than that, what else do you want to happen?
Nothing. He's just singing a song.
So just the wizard and that's it?
If the rest of the town also feels hatred towards the god of stagnation, I'm okay with that.
Is that what you want though?
I'm not going to use my voice about it.
That's what I thought. All right, so you've gone for this curse, which is great. They're confused. You see the wizard have this look in their eye, and they charge past you and run back upstairs.
I really liked your song, Tristan.
And they're just
That
kind of
aside-
just like,
Tristan, what were you going to do?
actually, just like, what is Tanner up to if Tristan's looking? Because I don't want to step on.
Oh, what? Like Tanner is still sort of caught between like you two ran out front. There's this kid sitting on the table with Miranda, and like Tanner's in a little bit of like limbo at the moment of trying to figure out what to do. I do have one thought, if that's all right. So Lloyd, in the tavern, they didn't want me to bless the tavern with Dio. I get it now. There's enough excess here. We don't need more excess.
No.
And I don't know that Dio is good at ending excess, but I think Karen is. And even the best songs have to come to an ending. That's a normal thing. And Sam, what were you going to say?
Then I think this will work perfectly because Tristan is running up to you and will give you a because we know
I'm gonna stop there.
that
I'm
gives
sorry.
you the object. Like,
I'm
that
sorry,
just
you
takes
cannot
longer.
do a better Ariel's voice than me. I'm gonna retcon that. Can you do it again, but worse? I'm sorry. Look, it's my game. I decide the rules. You cannot do a better Ariel voice than me. Please redo it, but do it worse. Editor, please cut this out of recording. Thank you. Now
Yeah,
go.
we'll definitely do
Editor
that.
literally just swap us.
Actually, yeah, I don't know if you swap our voices whenever I do the put Tristan's voice in mine. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, carry on.
All right, so Sam, sorry, what you were running in, singing at Tanner.
Yeah, so they're effectively, given that that particular motif can externalize a voice or song, they have drawn it all up into themselves, and they're trying to give you the thing so that you can God about it.
Yeah, okay.
So if you want to bring the song to an end, here's the song. Oh my God, get it out of me.
Yeah. And I want to draw that song out of Tristan and let it go to the song's afterlife, like where songs go when they're done and before they start up again. You have to, you know what? In music, it's called a rest.
So let me just give you the proportion. Actually, I'll tell you what's about to happen here. You get the possession a moment, and you're about to do this, and you feel it, and you're about to go there, and you hear a voice next to you, and the voice goes, "Where does music go to die?" As you see Francis appears next to you, waiting for your answer.
It doesn't. It just rests until it's needed again.
He looks at you, he nods, he grabs a coin, and he flips it. And when he flips it, he's gone. Give me a wisdom roll.
Okay. Can I add my god die?
Yeah, absolutely. Which god are you using to help you do this?
Karen.
All right.
Oh, well, that's a
Oh, look at
bunch
that great roll.
already.
Wow.
Oh, that's a 1, though.
And a 1 on the D12.
What happens
So-
when you roll a 1 on the D12?
So it's only 3 successes, I guess? Is that how ones
No,
work?
there's something special that happens if you roll your god die and it's a 1, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, let me double check. I always
Oh,
forget.
boy.
I always forget these rulings myself.
Well, you didn't actually offer a prayer to Karen, so Karen's probably pissed about that because it is Karen.
Well, this
so-
is
There
sort of
for
my
you.
my continued prayer to Karen was like, hey, you're the one who can solve this, is the vibe I was going for, of like,
You're the one that I want.
yeah, ooh, the one that I want.
Somewhere in here. I can't remember what it is. Yeah, if the 12 was a 1 when doing anything, it incurs a god debt.
That's fine.
So, 1, get a debt on Karen.
Okay.
2, I'm going to ask this question again. Are you sure?
That I want the song to rest?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh no.
All right. As you do it and this spills out, you see the music inside you all starts to quiet. You see it starting to like go down. And then you feel nothing from the song. And it feels like Karen has gently put their hand over the town to quell it. At the same time, you see everyone around you just slowly close your eyes and sleeps.
They're definitely sleeping and not dead, right?
They're definitely sleeping and not dead.
Yeah, okay.
Resting.
Unless you want them to be there. You want to? I can retcon it.
No.
I mean, all hands who want me to retcon that to kill, say aye.
Oh,
That's one.
Now put your hand down.
put your hand down. Noir.
And they all sleep.
Forever.
What in the Sleeping Beauty hell? Anyways.
Okay.
The boy sat on the chairs like, wow, you did that.
Okay, so I think this is maybe just buying us some time. How do we...
He lifts up his head, goes, no, it's not. There's no more music. I can't hear it anymore. It's gone.
Well, until they wake up.
He looks at them and goes, I don't think they're going to wake up.
Oh, what do you mean?
You quelled the music, right?
Yeah, the curse. I want to like free them from the curse.
Yeah, what god did you use? What god
Karen,
did you ask? What god is she?
the underworld.
So the place where everything goes that dies, right?
It's part of the circle of life, yes?
So if there's no music, then they don't need to be here. They need to rest. So they're sitting somewhere, quiet, waiting for the music to start again.
Oh no.
But there's
It- Tanner, I thought you said you wanted kids. This is part of dealing with children. Anyway, she lets it go. I mean, look, I get your thought process here, but I don't think this was the right answer.
Oh no, it definitely was, says the boy.
Okay, well then, but we
No,
can't.
I mean like it was. They've wanted to be free of this curse forever. You freed them. I mean, we won, right, everyone? I can speak. Okay, fine. Everyone I know is passed long ago away, but they're sleeping, but like they're free.
Who the hell is this kid?
Hi, nice to meet you. I don't know.
Yeah, why are we listening to this kid?
So apparently, if people would let me talk. She like gives like a pointed look at Nathan and then one at Tanner. I was trying to say that when I caught this child, they said that they were a part of me, that I was their creator.
Hmm.
Tanner, you
Uh,
had involvement, so don't get excited.
no. I mean, did your character have kids?
No, they
But
said
I'm
that.
definitely part of you. You made me.
Right.
I don't remember it well, but this town was not a great town, and you gave them something. You gave them that joy inside you, and that joy made me. And I could help them sing, but I couldn't stop singing.
Well,
You taught me how to do it, but not how to do anything else about it. And I forgot what I was before, and I just became what I was then. And now I'm here, and I'm kind of free now.
Okay.
yeah.
Well, we talked. You and I had talked about maybe naming you. So let's try that, and maybe if I teach you how to stop, these people won't have to sleep. I
I
guess.
don't know if that's not on me anymore. That's on them, and they point towards Tana.
Okay.
Man,
Well,
how unfortunate to do a thing to help a town and then it's taken the wrong way and just turned into something horrible.
a lot of experience with that, Nathan.
Yeah, you see how I'm being accommodating and forgiving, whereas others of us, well,
Good. Thanks. I appreciate that, Grace.
They move up to Tana and they go, "Don't be mad. They wanted to be free."
I'm not mad. That's not the only thing someone can feel. I feel guilty and terrible. Like I don't want them to sleep forever. This isn't freedom. This is death. I don't want to
Well,
kill these people.
he looks down at them and goes, "Is death that bad?"
Not in the normal cycle of things. That happens, but this isn't normal. This isn't what's supposed to happen here.
Would you rather they just couldn't stop singing for all eternity?
Why are those the only two options?
You made the third option. I'm just trying to help. I just don't want you to feel bad. When you
you
feel
know,
bad, I kind of feel bad too. I guess maybe you help make me too. Huh. Weird.
You were just sort of there.
uh, oh boy. Well, is this really a problem to be solved? I mean,
Just need to find a
Yeah,
name.
man, all these people are gonna sleep to death. That doesn't seem like a problem to you?
I don't think they're gonna die.
yeah, it's like a Sleeping Beauty situation, you know? Somebody will come along.
Like the music is in them. It'll keep them alive, but until the music calls for them again, they'll just keep sleeping.
Is it bad that I want to wake them up?
Yeah, I don't want them to be asleep forever, and I don't want them to have to sing when they wake up. And I don't know.
Why don't we teach you how to stop the music yourself? But she's talking to the boy.
She takes it and goes, that's not on me anymore. The music left me.
And that's
I don't hold the music anymore. And they look at Tanner and go, you do.
Can you, Tanner, give him back the music so that we can teach him how to stop and maybe wake these people up?
I mean, I don't want it. I'm happy to give it back. How do I do that?
I don't think you can. I think it's yours now. These people are yours. If you want to wake them up, you can, but you have to be responsible for them.
Something you can handle, Tanner?
I mean, what is the how I don't know how to take care of all these people when we also have to go do everything else we have to do. Like, I'm just gonna stay here and be the mayor of this town or whatever. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do.
Why don't we put it to a vote? All in favor of Tanner staying here being the mayor of Funky Town, raise your hand.
We don't even know if that's what that means.
All in favor of Tanner staying here and being responsible for all the people, raise their hands.
I mean, if we can,
Tanner's choice.
Look, Nathan, I don't know why we're doing these childish votes, man. Like, we're not kids, okay? We're
trying to find a way forward, and
yeah, so like random shit isn't gonna do it, right? Like, we need to come up with real solutions here.
we are in a world where nothing makes sense. What makes you all think that there's going to be a resolution that makes all of you happy? Either they have the song or they don't have the song.
I mean, Francis is behind this somewhere. There's got to be a way through this.
Didn't Francis just pop up? He did all he could. Now it's on us to just be okay with it.
Oh, Tanner, if you have the music, you can also try to stop it. Nathan, I know that this isn't the perfect solution, but there has to be something we can do for these people. They can't just sleep forever.
Are we the heroes or not?
In this instance, I would say not. They had a perfectly working society. They had everything that they needed. They weren't really even dealing with the music until we interfered. I think in this case, we broke more than we fixed, and our solution is to keep trying to fix things. I think we are taking our eye off the ball.
Pivoting is sometimes how you find the solution.
So you're okay with playing God now? Then there's a time when we can play God, and this is it.
I think if you want to be the hero, we have to be the hero.
We don't even know what the villain is. Or
not all heroics require villainy.
So I guess, Miranda, you don't want to give up on fixing something now?
Not when it's worth saving.
Cool.
Some people are capable of change, Tanner.
There's just so much hypocrisy today going around.
You are part of the group, Nathan.
Hey, but I can change.
You would hope.
All right. If I have this song, I'm not willing to just let these people sleep. I don't want them to have to suffer. There's got to be some way to mitigate this. I don't want the excess. I don't want just death. There's got to be a balance here. There's got to be a way to land in the middle.
But what if if hear me out. We sing one last song. And then that's it. Everything just, we let it, I don't know, dissipate with that final song. A song of goodbye, if you will.
Sure. Try to channel something and let it out in a controlled manner. And
Yeah.
Okay.
A long time ago, I would go to the Renaissance Festival. They had a song there that kind of fits the bill. I can start it if you're willing to sing along. That is. I've never been good singing by myself. Well, too much spotlight for me.
Yeah, okay. I don't know the song, but I'll learn it. Yeah.
It's not hard. You just have to remember health to the company. That's all. And she grabs her michelada, which is still on the table somehow. And she looks at the child next to her and she says, will you sing too?
There go. I've done nothing but sing since I was made. What's so bad about one last song?
Okay. Well, follow my lead, I guess. If you want. She looks at Tristan and invites him. She invites Nathan too, but she has the expectation that Nathan is not going to do jack. So there's no like expectation in the invitation. It's very much courteous, just her being courteous to Nathan. And she says, well, here we go. Kind friends and companions, come join me in rhyme. Come lift up your voices in chorus with mine. Let us drink and be. And she like starts going into this song about singing health to the company. And every time there is a health to the company, she lifts her glass to do that.
What
do you want? So
I need to know what Nathan's vibe is as this song starts, and I'd like Tanner's gonna start singing along too.
Nathan is looking around to see if there's any signs of it having an effect.
Okay.
Not to start. Not with just two voices.
I want to like grab my arm around Nathan's shoulder, if that's all right.
No, he it's absolutely all right. He just goes touchy, touchy, touchy.
Yeah, but it's like strong. He's like, get over here. We're singing. I don't know if Tristan's nearby either, but like he's trying to like physically bring us together.
Tristan is singing along, like giving some good like thirds under harmony for Miranda particularly at the beginning, giving good support. But also once she looks confident, I would like to decrescendo and maybe decrescendo us out, because this is her moment. And she's got this. And she doesn't need to rely on any of us.
All right. So I'm going to say, Tanner, from you, the music will rise again. I'm going to give you a choice. You can take everything that you did before and reverse it to return this town to its original state, where they banned singing and they couldn't keep going. But there will be a wake. Everything will be fine. And it'll be like you were never here. So you will put yourself back in the same state of stagnation as before. Or you can rid them of this musical curse you gave them and have them awake. But you will lose something, or at least someone will lose something in the process to do it.
If I would, if there's any way I guarantee it's me that loses something?
No, you cannot guarantee it's you.
Shit. So bad.
I'll pick door number 2.
Are you sure?
Yep. I can't leave it in stagnation.
So, as the music continues and four of you start singing, a fifth voice joins you as the music gets to its third bit, as Francis pops in to do a musical number halfway through. And then Miranda, you finish the song. And as you do, you see this energy rise up in this beautiful, wonderful, incredible way. And then it just slowly tempers down and then settles back in the body of the. Yes, Miranda, you something?
I just want to say, like, as the song comes to a close,
Mm-hmm.
she, like, very shyly looks into her glass and says, "Merry meet, merry part, merry meet again."
Wait, that's how the song ends, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
gotcha.
how it ends. The king and queen say that very loud to the audience, but this is Miranda, not a Ren Fair performer. So
And you feel this energy coalesce around you, Miranda, and also the boy. And he looks at you, and like there's a tear from his eye. And he's like, "I'm sorry. I wish you had time to give me a name." And as it coalesces down to nothing, the curse disappears, and he also disappears.
oh, makes sense.
Miranda,
Yes.
you gain a new venting ability
Mhm.
and gain a new stance.
Okay. Nice. Let me write that down somewhere
Yeah.
for later.
Right on for later.
Mhm.
Also, you must change your emotion from joy.
Great. Gone. Cool. So you want me to do that now or after?
No, not now. That's like end of game layer stuff. Don't worry about it. You're good. You're great. There is a moment where everything seems to slowly come back to normal and everyone seems to get up, and it's weird. It's like the last, like, who knows how many freaking hours didn't happen. They just settle back to normal and they just start talking. The musical curse is lifted. Everything's back. Nothing has changed. Except you, Miranda.
Miranda, oh God. Go ahead. I don't want to talk over you.
No, because I'm about to end the session. So, like, if you want to say
Okay,
something.
yeah. Miranda, like, when the boy disappears, she, like, tears are falling down her cheeks, and she just gives Tanner this look of someone who's been deeply wounded by someone for a very long time. Like, all of the wounds that he's inflicted over the years of their marriage have sort of bubbled up into this one glance. And without saying anything, because she is not going to give Nathan the satisfaction of her reaction, she is going to say, "Hey, good job." And she is fighting tooth and nail to keep her voice as steady as she can because she's falling apart. And she's like, I'm gonna just step outside for a second. That was a lot. And she walks away with all the dignity of someone who's like, I am not going to give anyone the satisfaction of knowing that I am falling apart. And then as soon as she walks outside, she like rounds the corner and has a complete and total and just breakdown. Sobbing. Like, it's not a good time for her at all.
And I think that's what ends today's session, everybody. Thank you much for playing. Okay, time. Name is Lloyd. Everyone okay?
Hmm?
I'm
Well,
still
a quick
here.
Oh,
debrief.
that's lovely.
Absolutely.
Or a quick debrief
Yeah.
directly afterwards, but I'm gonna wrap this up as best I can. So, thank you, audience, for watching our lovely or listening to our lovely games. I'd like to thank our chat mods for the work. and also thank our amazing patrons who keep us ad-free and independent. It's because of you that we are able to play games and enjoy without worrying about publishing companies or system popularity. You can join the heroic ranks at happydax.org/Patreon. I've been Lloyd. Thank you very much. And going, hopefully, if I remember the order we went through backwards, Miranda.
I muted myself and then I was like, oh no, I gotta hit the button. Hey everybody, my name is Vixie Bell. I've been your friendly neighborhood player here at the Happy Jacks table. You can find me on social media everywhere you see at Vixie Bell or at Vixie Bell Cosplay. Also, you can find me over at the Pocket Dragon Pub, which is another Twitch and YouTube channel here. You can find me there at Pocket Dragon Pub on socials as well. I'm also on Start Playing now over there with Noir. So you can hire me as a professional DM if you want me to run a campaign for you. I'm system agnostic, so pick your poison, I guess. And yeah, you can find out everything else that I'm doing on my socials, so feel free to follow me everywhere that you find my name. See you later.
Noir.
Yeah, hello. I'm Noir, he, they. Today I played Nathan, he, him, the Dictator. You can find me all over the internet as thenoirenigma. That's Twitter, Twitch. Nope, not Twitter. Blue Sky, Twitch, and my website, thenoirenigma.com or noirville.com. Please check it out. We've got cool merch, and also you can, if you would like to have me run a game for you. Right now I'm running Marvel, Star Trek, D&D, and Outgunned. Please let me know if you'd like to have me run a game for you. It'll be a good time. And that's it. Stop perceiving me.
Hannah.
Okay. Hi. Yeah, I'm Jason. You can follow me on Twitch and Blue Sky at It's Probably Okay, or go to probablyokgames.com, home of the okayest game around, and soon to be more.
And finally, Tristan.
Hi, I'm Sam Delev. I've been playing Tristan, and I exist on the internet. That was the most you're ever going to hear me sing, and if you want to find me, good luck. Thank you.
Join us next Saturday for our session. If you want to catch up on all past episodes, visit happyjacks.org/return to Riley. And if you want to find all the other APs on Happy Jacks Network, visit happyjacks.org. I've been Lloyd. Have a great day. Catch you later.